Could you do a Let's Play for A Nightmare on Elm Street for PC? This game has sentimental value for me as my brother and I used to play it all the time. I haven't seen him in 15 years, and playing this game today totally really brings back the memories, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for saying I'd likely do the best job. I've never played it. I don't think I've ever seen it. Maybe someday if I play it and I like it, then I'll do it, but I'd have to play it first. So, I don't know. Is it free? Can I get it for free? Because if I can get it for free, then I will definitely check it out. And I totally didn't know you responded to me. I'll have to read that later. Wow, sorry, you responded and I had no idea. Stupid Yahoo or Gmail didn't notify me. When will you do another LP? When I have time. I'm so sorry for putting it off for so long. I keep saying, I'm gonna do it soon, I'm gonna do it soon, and then I don't, because something else will come up. But I really would like to do one soon, one relatively soon, especially since it looks like Grundislav is putting his finishing touches on Ben Jordan Case 8, and I want to do that blind, and I still have 2 more games to go before then. But I'm gonna have to wait until I feel completely better and I don't cough after a period of time before I start doing that again. Is your last name Bo? No, it is not. Who is your favorite character in King's Quest VI? I guess Rotten Tomato and the Gate. I don't know, I just find them really amusing. Oh, and the genie, but I don't really like the genie himself. I only like the genie when he's in disguises. I like it even when he's just like a raven sitting around. I really like him, and I like him being the fake Celeste and the stupid grandmotherly lady on the mountaintop. I really like him like that. But not in genie form, he's just stupid. Have you ever dabbled in an adventure game studio? Yes, I did. And I made a really crappy game, and no, you will never see it because it sucks. If anyone ever wants to try working with Adventure Game Studio, I would highly recommend looking at Bobby Summers' channel, because the tutorial they give you in AGS is not nearly enough to figure out how to do things. So make sure you watch his videos and learn from them. If you ever met Punny Bones in real life, would you punch him in the face? I have never punched anyone in the face, so I highly doubt I would punch him, but I would try to get away ASAP and hope he never follows me or meets me again. Thank you, Hypnotoad, for recommending me. I started watching your videos and I like you. Your question, where are you from? Well, I was born in Alaska, and I moved to Texas when I was about 8, and then I moved to California when I was, 18? Something like that. And I have been living in Northern California ever since then, but I won't say specifically where. Why did you start LPing? I started somewhat because of you. Oh, really? Aw. I'm always so happy whenever I see people do that, because it just makes me happy to think that I might have inspired people to do something nice like this. Why did I start LPing? Well, back in the day, I was trying to look for some Laura Bow videos that had the voices on it, because I still found Ziggy rather hilarious, and I think I was trying to show a friend how stupid his voice sounded, but I couldn't find anything. I could only find a Let's Play done by Zwobot Jones. And so I started watching it, and at first I was kind of annoyed that he was talking through it, because I was like, hey, I want to pay attention to the game, not you. But then I kept listening, and I found it really interesting and really, really funny. So I kept watching all of his videos, and then I started looking for other LPers that he recommended or mentioned, and, LPers that did games I liked. But the thing was, I don't think like anybody did adventure games at that time. It was all platforming pretty much, I think. So I thought, you know what, this sounds really, really cool, and I have some adventure games that I like, so I think I'll go ahead and try it for myself and see where it gets me. And I never thought I would do this well. I didn't even think I would get to 100 subscribers, but it has been fantastic. It has been a really awesome journey. So, yes, thank you for your comment and for all your recommendations and stuff. That's not a question. That's a comment. Well, duh, but, do you like any modern games? I already answered that. So Rizolka said that a certain gaming company, which I cannot remember the name, is picking up the King's Quest series. If they do, are you going to Let's Play them, or do you think that the King's Quest games should be left alone? So my opinion on King's Quest games is that if you want to keep making them, you should at least acknowledge that it's a fan-made game. That's just my personal opinion, because I believe that you can't really continue the series anymore. I mean, after 7, it just kind of stopped. And anything new that anyone does, it's never going to recapture the same spirit as it once did. Especially since, none of the original people are working on it anymore. But just, I don't know. I believe that, the series started at 1 and it ended at 7. And everything else that's been created from that, including the 9th one, is just a fan game. And they should be called fan games, and they shouldn't try to call themselves part of the official King's Quest games. But I guess I'm just nitpicking. I don't know if I will ever play them. If they are free, I definitely will, but yeah, I don't know. Possibly? We'll see. I guess my question is, have you ever thought of doing some LPs of console games? I think I already answered that. I don't know how to do them, and I don't have very many, so probably not. Badugan rocks, yes. I'm sorry, this question made me laugh, especially with the all caps. Do you like Daniel Lioneye and or Cradle of Filth? So, I haven't actually listened to either of these people, so I went onto YouTube and I looked up some of their music and gave it a listen. Daniel Lioneye sounds like it's basically hard rock, which is not really my thing, to tell you the truth. I didn't hate them, but I didn't really like them either. I found it interesting that it was like an offshoot of the band Him. I was expecting it to be similar, but it was quite different. So, Cradle of Filth I listened to, and while I do think the death growl thing gets kind of old, they have really, really good music. So, yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice to listen to. I suppose I do like Cradle of Filth. Would you watch a Leisure Suit Larry live action movie? Because I've got Allo on board, and it's very likely to be filmed next year. Are you serious? Is that true? I don't know. Would I watch it? I really don't know. I'm almost scared. A Leisure Suit Larry live action movie. Well, I don't know. Who is your favorite LPer and why? My favorites, unfortunately, are LPers that no longer make videos and deleted everything they made. And those LPers would be Zwobot Jones and New York Defender Talon. I love Zwobot Jones because he was just, I don't know, he's just so amusing. His demeanor, his personality, and I don't know. You would just have to see him to know what I'm talking about, I guess. In New York Defender Talon, I really liked her just because she was so into her game. She was so cheerful. She was always having lots of fun. She'd make me laugh. She did Let's Plays of the Silent Hill games and managed to make them not scary, even though she got scared herself. So, I love you too, and I miss you, and New York Defender Talon, I don't know if you watch my videos anymore, but I miss you, and even if you never make videos again, I hope that you're doing well. And I guess Zwobot's listening, because you're right there. I love you too. I know you're probably not going to do videos, but yes, I love you. Nowadays, I don't really have a favorite Let's Player out of the people who remain. Everyone's kind of equal footing, in my opinion. Just go to my subscriptions and you'll see who they are. A lot of these questions are really good. I'll ask a not so serious question. Does anyone ever tell you that you have a pretty voice in person? I just thought I'd ask because I always thought your voice sounded really nice. Thanks. In person, actually, no, people don't tell me that. I think partly it's because I don't talk very much in real life because I'm really, really shy. But the other part of it is that people pay more attention to how tall I am and then how skinny I am, and that or how I have a sweet smile or how I seem sweet. But most people don't pay attention to the voice. But thank you. It's really nice to hear that people like my voice. It's a nice compliment. Uncle to Ben, are you and Late Bite neighbors or something? Wow, man, where have you been? No, we dated for a while. We were friends, and then we were in a relationship, and now we aren't. How did the two of you meet and both become LPers? Well, we both followed Zwobot Jones for a while. Then I became an LPer, and I started doing the Colonel's Bequest, and he started following me and leaving some nice comments. He was, one of the first people to watch my videos, and he wrote some of the best comments, in my opinion. And one day I did one of those 5 facts about me videos, and I tagged him because he seemed interesting and because I didn't really know that many people. And in his 5 facts video, he said that he happened to live in this, the same area as I did. So I sent him a message, and we just kind of took it from there. Started emailing back and forth, became good friends, met up, started dating. So that's our story. And I'm sure you'll cover this with other people's questions, but what are your plans for future LPs? I already did that. Just a quick question. How's you doing, dog? I am doing well, Zwobot. Thank you. I'm doing a lot better than the last time you asked me that, so yeah, I'm doing pretty well. And I hope you're doing well too. It's always good to hear from you. And yes, I do feel better. And thank you. Next question. If you could be named after any state, which one would it be? Why, that is an interesting question. I suppose I would be named Louisiana or Georgia. Probably Louisiana. That sounds pretty. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? The airspeed velocity of an unladen European swallow is 24 miles per hour. There is unfortunately not very many information on stuff about African swallows, but it's probably similar. That's what I'm guessing, because they're both swallows, right? So around 24 miles per hour. It's not a question. Have you ever played Pugsy? No, and I have never heard of it, so I will have to see what that is. Next question. Do you have any plans on doing an LP with Pushing Up Roses or even Paw? Because I think that would be awesome, LOL. I think that would be awesome too. I don't have any plans, but maybe one day we will. That would be cool. What's the most badass thing you've ever done? The most badass thing I've ever done? I don't know. I'm not a very badass person. I've done some stupid things, but I don't really want to talk about that here. I guess, Okay, I had to stop the recording because I kind of goofed up there, but I finally did think of something badass that I did. Although you'll probably think it's super lame and dorky. But here's what came to mind. So while I was in college and I was living with 5 other women, we sort of lived in an area where there's a lot of wildlife, like there's deer and bobcats and all kinds of stuff. And every once in a while there will be tarantulas. And there was this one day that a tarantula decided to, well, not park itself, but it decided to stand right in front of our doorway. And it would not go away. And it was kind of freaking us all out. Like, we didn't want to kill it because, you know, it's huge. You'd have a huge spider carcass in front of your residence, and that would be disgusting, and we just didn't want to think about it. But we couldn't seem to scare it away either, so we weren't sure what to do. So when I got home, my housemates were all, "Oh my god, is it still there? Is it still right in front of our door?" And I said yes. So I decided to, oh, this is going to sound so lame. I sort of went into like adventure game mode, and I thought, how could I get rid of a tarantula? And so I thought for a moment, and then I was like, okay guys, gather around. I need you to get the following materials. And I told people to like get all these like Tupperware and cardboard and scissors and a broomstick and like all these weird supplies. And I managed to make myself a tarantula trap, I guess. So we all went outside, put the Tupperware thing over it, and it was pissed off. It raised itself up on its back legs and started hissing, and it was really freaky. But we didn't back away. We secured the trap, and then we carried it halfway across campus. We have a really big campus, and managed to free it from the trap, all humane-like. And I only panicked once I freed it from the little cage thing. And, excuse me. I only panicked one time when I had to free it from the cage and it wouldn't get off of the cardboard, so I had to, like, poke it with a broomstick, which is why I brought it, and then it scurried away, and I was like, ah! But, yeah, it was a pretty cool experience, and one of our friends is a gamer geek. She plays different games than I do, and she was like, alright, whole party level up. Laura got +10 in bravery. Everyone got +3 in smart, intelligence, stuff like that. It was a pretty cool night. We got to carry around a hissing tarantula and show it to passersby, and I felt smart. But yeah, that's the only badass thing I could ever think of. So, back to the rest of the questions. Okay, try to make it short. Is making LPs legal? As far as I know, yes, it falls under fair use. What computer you use GHZ video card operating system? I'm not sure what that means. I use Windows Vista. I don't really know what you're talking about here, I'm sorry. Is there a chance that you show yourself just one time for us, 35 seconds? Not planning on it, sorry. What is your favorite food/drink? I like stir fry, and I like pasta and salad, and I like cake. That's good stuff. And to drink, I like blood orange soda and aloe drink and lemonade. So there you go. My favorite foods and drinks. If you would get a chance to create one computer game, what would it look like and the game name? I don't know. My friend and I once started trying to make a game together. This wasn't the same one I was talking about earlier where I said I made a game, but we didn't get very far. It was an adventure game. It was nice and pixelated, and she did a really great job on the art, and we called it The Fall. And it seemed like it could have been awesome, but we just didn't have very many ideas, and we didn't really have time to do it, so that never came to be. So, there you go. What was the first computer game you got? Already answered that. Are you... and my throat's dying on me. No. Are you making how to make Let's Plays tutorial? No, because Late Blight already did an excellent one, and I pretty much do the same thing he does, except the difference is I do it an even crappier way, and I wouldn't recommend that people do it my way. I hope your health gets better, thanks. I hope it does too. Boy, once you decided upon doing a Q&A video, you certainly asked for it. I certainly did. You are so loved around here. All in all, I hope you get better soon. Thank you. Question. Can you remember your earliest memory of an 80s video / computer games growing up that got you interested in them? Already answered that. I was 2 years old when I witnessed my mother playing King's Quest IV, and I thought it was pretty damn spooky back then. Me too! High five, man! We did the same thing, pretty much. Congrats, hercrabbiness. Too bad my internet connection was crapping out for the last few days, so I couldn't respond sooner. And now I forgot what I was going to ask. Oh well. What are your favorite video game songs? Let's see. I really love the soundtrack to Darwinia and the soundtrack to Sacklus. Those are some really good songs. The guy who made Sacklus didn't actually compose any of the music, I don't think. He just collected a bunch of chiptunes, but they sound really, really awesome, so I would definitely check that out. And Darwinia is also really pretty, too. Other video game songs? I don't know, there are some Sierra songs I really like one of the Speakeasy songs, not the Archaeologist one, but that really fast-paced one. A few in King's Quest VI I really like. Of course, the Weeping Willow music and the desert music in 5. And in Commander Keen, there's like this really awesome song, and I forgot the name of it, but it's like dun 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 dun. So I don't know if any of you recognize that. You can say what it is, I suppose. But yeah, those are some of my favorite video game songs. Ooh, also Silent Hill, of course. Can you tell I like Silent Hill? I like Silent Hill. Who do you think would win in a fight and why? DC Comics' Lobo or Marvel's Wolverine? I don't know. I actually don't know very much about Lobo, so I'm gonna say Wolverine. I'm sorry, that's a lame answer. Oh, and if you want, you can put a little older picture so people don't recognize you, because picture is different than real life person and people change. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. Can you teach me Japanese? I would not have time, sorry. You could probably have better luck just trying to find something on the internet, but ideally you would want to be in a class because Japanese is freaking hard. Are you planning a new co-op LP with Late Blight? No, we are probably never going to do videos again. Although never say never, but I know I shouldn't say never, but it's not very likely. Sorry. Why did you come to like retro adventure games? Already said that. I got your comment. Thank you very much. I can understand why you removed it, but thanks. Where have you lived over the course of your life? I also answered that one. Hey, here are 2 things I've been wondering about. How did you meet Late Blight? Already answered that. I think it was something about you being fans of each other's videos and finding out you live in the same area. Yes, very good. And will you ever show yourself on camera? Late Blight has done it. I already answered that too. I'm sorry. And yep, that's all for today. So let's see how long I've made this. Should probably go to Odyssey. Holy cow, that's long. I might have to split this up. By the time you hear this, you'll already know whether or not it's split up. But thank you guys so much for your questions. It was fun getting to read them, and it was nice answering them, even though it wasn't so nice on my throat. And I will see you guys in a later video, so bye for now, and thank you.